Hello there. This is Dusty from the Woods and Waters podcast, and today I'm here to give y'all guys a update on the main podcast and also introduce a new little sub-series of a podcast, I guess if you want to call it that. It's just the new podcast is just going to be me. I might throw Kate in here if we can get time, but for now, it's just going to be me, and I know I'll do them weekly. I might put up more. Well, it depends on how much, if I got time to, which I should hopefully have time. So, today, for the little update section of the podcast, we have not, have you noticed, for the people that have listened to the other podcast, we have not had time to do the main podcast. Me and Kate's schedule can never really line up where we can actually sit down and film an hour-long podcast. So we just haven't really had the time. And also, we lost our podcasting area. Cade moved all of his stuff back into the shipping container. So now we are trying to find a new place to do it, which we got something lined up, a little something. So we're just in the works of getting that ready, but we're trying. We're trying our hardest, but we're getting there. So I'll give an update on me. School's about to start up, unfortunately. We're about to be back at school, so that's not going to be fun at college. So not excited for that, but who cares? It's college. We'll knock her out, get her done, graduate, move on with life. But I've still been fishing. Fishing sucks right now, at least for me. I haven't been able to find anything, so I will hopefully get my butt in gear and start catching fish, which I plan on going later on this week. The week that I'm recording this, I'll go. And then this upcoming year, I got a lot of college tournaments I can fish. So I just got to pick out which ones, what states we want to go to, how far of a drive, all that stuff. So I'm going to be fishing a lot, doing school, cutting grass, of course, lawn care, baby. J&S Lawn Care don't stop. As soon as that grass grows, we start cutting. I know Cade's trying to get his own lawn care business going. When that grass cutting season comes, it's hundo percento. I mean, it's running. But yeah, that's a little update on me. For y'all that know, my dog, Hildoggo, doing fine. Right now he's on my bed asleep. He's still knocking it out. He's so crazy. He's getting big though, so we'll do that. Everyone else still doing fine on the home front. I guess homestead, if you want to call that. But let's talk about this new podcast. So, I've come up with the title for this podcast. I'm calling it The Bigfoot Chronicles. Now, you might ask, Dusty, what does that mean? What does Bigfoot Chronicles mean? Well, come on, boys and girls. It's in the name. I'm here to talk about all the different Bigfoots out there. Now, for these first bit, I'm going to be focusing in the Appalachian region, of course. 1 second, please. My nose was itching. But I can venture outwards of the Appalachian region. I just think the Appalachian regions, they got better Bigfoot. Bigfoot. But, so I'm going to start with this. Then I might move on, do a Yeti or two, do some other countries, other places in the United States, around the world, who knows. And then after I run out of Bigfoot to talk about, I'll be moving over to other creatures. The chupacabra, the snallygaster. Yes, that is a real one. So I will be talking about that bad boy. I'll be talking about flying creatures, ground creatures, cave creatures, sea creatures. I can do paranormal events. I can do other stuff. I'm just going to be going. Hundo percento. Like I said earlier, boys, I'm going to be getting it. So, but that's only after I run out the Bigfoot, because the Bigfoot's the best. Who doesn't love a good Bigfoot? We don't give a crap about no chupacabra when you got Bigfoot running around. So yeah, like I said, I'm based in the Appalachian region, just because I'm sort of near that. Yeah, in South Kakalaki. They ain't really Bigfoot in South Carolina. I mean, the garbage TV show Finding Bigfoot. I don't care who you are, that show sucks. I mean, it is boring. You can't just tell me that going out there in the woods at night with like nothing, doing nothing at all, going in like natural or natural, going in national parks and stuff like that and hooting and hollering is fun. It ain't fun. Send them to the Appalachian region after some of these Bigfoot I'm gonna be talking about. They out there in California, like staying in 5-star hotels, just hooting and hollering, banging on trees, never doing anything good, talking to crazy people. I mean, I'll tell y'all guys about a show that I watch in a little bit, and that show's 10,000 times better. And they're all boring. Like, you can't tell me those people on there is not boring. But yeah, so that's my little rant about Finding Bigfoot, the TV show, because it sucks and it's boring. Don't watch it. Don't give them the viewership, because they suck. And you will want to shoot yourself after you watch it, because you will be so bored. But now, on to the very first Bigfoot of the Bigfoot Chronicles. Bigfoot number 1. I might do 2 today. All depends on the time. But the very first Bigfoot of the Bigfoot Chronicles on the Woods and Waters podcast is going to be the Ohio Grassman. Now, you might ask, where is this Bigfoot located at? It's in the name. It is in the beautiful state of Ohio. And now, it's in Perry County, Ohio. I've never been to Ohio. I could not tell you where Perry County, Ohio is, but I know it's beautiful. All Ohio is beautiful. Who doesn't love Ohio? If you've been there, you know. I have not, but I've seen pictures. So, Ohio is beautiful. We'll just leave it at that. But now, this Ohio Grassman is a Bigfoot, of course, and it is a tall, bipedal, humanoid creature that lives in the woods of Ohio. Now, what kind of woods? Now, if a Bigfoot, this is just for all big feet, or Bigfoot, whichever one to call them, they don't live in no sparse forest. No. They can be seen. You got to get in the mind of a Bigfoot. Bigfoot are smart. You got to think, where's the best place? If you're a Bigfoot, where's the best place to hide? Now, you ain't just going out there in your suburban neighborhood forest right next to it, where there's about 7 trees in total, and the rest are housings. No, you got to get in the thick stuff. You need oak. You need pine trees. I don't know what the main tree in Ohio is, but I know it ain't small. So, you gonna get out there. You gonna hide. You gonna get in some hollers, in some like creeks and stuff like that where not that many people go. You gonna be off the beaten path. You ain't living on the most traveled hiking trail. Too many people. You gotta get out of there. You need to find secluded areas. Now, where does it get its name, you might ask? Because the Ohio Grassman is a unique name. Now, it gets its name from the nest that it builds. Now, yes, it does build nests. Some Bigfoot do. Some live in caves. So, some, I guess, sleep on the ground. Who knows? But the Ohio Grassman builds nests. And they're made out of tall grass. So, that's where you get the name, the Grassman. Now, you might ask, what is the size of this Bigfoot? Now, this Bigfoot is the biggest of all the Bigfoot clans. It comes in, it's weighing in at roughly 1,000 pounds with a height of 10 feet. So, now you might think, that's pretty big. Yeah, it's pretty big. Thing's huge. Don't stumble up on it. Stay your distance away. You might get whacked. you might get slapped by some Ohio grassman. Now, if you're out there, now it don't really travel during the day because no Bigfoot travels in the day because you can get seen. It sleeps during the day and it travels at night or and around dusk and stuff like that. So now, if you're out there in the woods, no headlamp, your battery's died, you out there coon hunting or something like that, you lost your dog, you're trying to find him, you can tell if the Ohio grassman is near you or if you stumbled upon one because it emits a strong odor. Now, you might ask, what does this strong odor smell like? It smells like rotten eggs, which you can also say sulfur. They both smell the same. So, yeah, you want to keep your nose up. Don't be all clogged up from the cold. Don't get the sniffles because you might get got of the sniffles. The sniffles might cost you getting beat up by the grass man. So you keep that nose nice and clean so you can smell. You want to be able to tell where he is. Now, you might ask, is this Bigfoot nice and friendly? Is he going to come up and give me a hug and we going to trade life stories? No. He ain't friendly. He is very aggressive. But in Native American writings, it said that the grassman can be peaceful. So there can be hope. But not right now. That bad boy is aggressive. Now, at first, when the first reports were coming in, they were back in the woods and secluded areas. But as time went on and the years got, I guess, longer, not longer, but when the year keeps going on, the Bigfoot gets a little hungry. The crops are dying, are getting picked. There ain't that much there. He might only have acorns to eat. You better watch out, 'cause he will venture in to homesteads and raid storage caches where you might keep food, grain, seeds, stuff like that. He can go in there and he can get you, or at least get the food. Maybe not you if you inside and safe. Now, as I said earlier, they make nests. Now, these nests are in a dome-like structure made out of tall grass, and there's been many reports in Ohio of people finding these structures out in the woods. So you better watch out. Don't just go stumbling up on one because grassman might be in there asleep. Now, the first documented sighting of the Ohio grassman was back in August 1978. Now, that was the first one of this, I guess, more recent times. But the Native Americans have had writings and tales about the grassman long before that first sighting. So get that out of here. They've been talking about it forever. These people in 1978 ain't the first. Native Americans beat them to the punch. But the most recent sighting that was actually that I could find was 2017. So we're lucky right now. It's 2021. So he might have moved back into the woods. He might not be as aggressive, but he might just be full. Who knows? Now, you might ask, what does this Bigfoot look like? I already told you the height and weight. You know how tall he stands, how much he weighs. But his color is a brown color. That's his fur color. It's brown. So he can blend in with dead pine needles on the floor of the forest if there's pine trees. So you better watch out. Now, if you're out there in the woods and you're hearing gigantic footsteps and stuff like that, it's the grassman. You can't be 10 feet tall and weigh 1,000 pounds and be walking around like a ballet dancer. It don't work that way. You're going to be stomping, making a lot of ruckus, pushing trees down, making Bigfoot signs, stuff like that, leaving tracks. So you better watch out. Now, if you want a little more information on the Ohio grassman, hop on the YouTube or the interweb. If you got Prime Video, go buy some of the seasons because it's good. Go watch the show Mountain Monsters. I'm telling y'all, best Bigfoot show out there. If you watch that and then you go watch Finding Bigfoot, you'll agree Finding Bigfoot's garbage. Mountain Monsters is where it's at. Now, they've done 2 episodes on the Grassman, so you better watch out. Go watch them. You'll learn some stuff. They good. It's a good TV show. Go watch the TV show. It's worth the watch. Pay the money. Don't be no cheapo and mooch off other people. Go pay the money for the movie. It's good. So yeah, that was the Ohio Grassman. Now, I guess I'll, just because it's episode number 1, I'll throw in a little extra Bigfoot for y'all. But just the Ohio Grassman's the very first one. If y'all want more of Bigfoot, well, of course you're going to get more Bigfoot because I want to talk about them. And I'm choosing the topics. But if y'all want to see certain type of Bigfoot or stuff like that, send in a request. I'll consider them, see what I can find on them. But the very next Bigfoot of the first episode of Bigfoot Chronicles is the West Virginian Yahoo. Now, you might be asking, where is this Bigfoot located at? Well, lucky enough for y'all, it's in the name. It is found in West Virginia. And in West Virginia, it is located generally in Nicholas County. Now, the West Virginia Yahoo is the most famous Bigfoot in West Virginia. So, a lot of people are seeing it. A lot of people are hearing it. Now, you might ask, Yahoo, that's a funny and weird name. Well, you want to know how it gets its name? Because when it yells, when it makes its Bigfoot roar and holler, the noise that it makes is a loud Yahoo. Now, you might be saying, why is that? I don't know why it is. Maybe it just felt like doing it that way. I'm not a Bigfoot scientist. I ain't out here going in Nicholas County, West Virginia, finding them and asking them, why on earth do you, whenever you yell, why is it Yahoo? But if you hear a Yahoo, a loud Yahoo out in the woods, you gonna know that it's a Bigfoot. You better get beaten feet. You better get out of there. Now, a little stature and stuff like that of the Yahoo. It's reported to be 8 feet tall, and it runs around 700 pounds. So he ain't as big as the Grassman, but he's still fairly big. And his color is a jet black. That's his fur color. Now, the West Virginian Yahoo is very intelligent. It's highly intelligent. I don't know if it's no Stephen Hawking intelligent, but I can tell you now it's probably more intelligent than your local 7-Eleven worker out there at 3 a.m. in the morning. I can tell you that. But now, you might ask, why is it so smart? Who knows? Maybe they're out there taking math tests all the time, using protractors and stuff like that. Who knows? I don't, but they are. And they will often work in packs to hunt prey. Now you might say, packs? Yeah, I meant what I said. Multiple Bigfoot running in a group. Now, so you better watch out. You hear one, there might be more with it. Now, a man in West Virginia claims to have a trail camera footage of a female Yahoo carrying a baby Yahoo on its back. Now, what does this mean? It means that they're repopulating. They are coming for the human race. I'm telling you. They're just wait for the Yahoo baby boom. It's going to be off the chain. They'll be everywhere. Now, I don't know when the Yahoo rut is. I don't know when the Bigfoot rut is. So who knows? It might be in spring, the fall, the winter. Who knows? But we'll figure it out. You just got to go in the woods and look for babies. So yeah. Now, of course, I'm sure of all you know, the baby Yahoos don't come out 8 feet tall. They come out littlins. So if you stumble into a baby, if you're a strong person, you might be able to fight it in hand-to-hand combat. But then if you are, when that mama Yahoo comes up, you better pull the gun out, because you ain't beating no mama Yahoo. You better pull the gun out and start shooting. And then if you do kill one, bring us the body so we can prove all the haters wrong. But now, it is known, this Yahoo is known to push small trees at people. Now you might ask, why would it do that? It's to keep people away from it. It's a defense mechanism, or an attack mechanism if you want to if you think about it. But if you want to see evidence of the Yahoo pushing trees down, go watch the first season. Pretty sure it's the first, maybe the second season of Mountain Monsters. Like I said before, great show. They actually are decent to watch. You can enjoy watching it. You ain't gonna blow your brains out from watching it because you ain't gonna be bored and depressed like Finding Bigfoot. So yeah, watch it. There were multiple Yahoo Bigfoots that were after the Ames team of the Mountain Monsters TV show, and on different occasions it pushed down trees at them. And they also shows their intelligence that they built a trap to catch one of them, and one of the Yahoos stood back from it and pushed a tree down on it to break it so none of them would get caught. So it shows that they're smart. Now, lastly, of these facts of the West Virginian Yahoo, it is said that there has been stories that Daniel Boone, now, we all know him. We all know the Daniel Boone skin caps. Who doesn't like a raccoon skin cap? Who doesn't like a fur hat? Everyone loves them. Great during the wintertime, stylish. Let people know you out there, you killing. But it is said that he had encounters with Yahoos, and that he also hunted a pack of them. So now, it's not just recently that people started seeing them. It's been going on for a while. So just keep an eye out there in Nicholas County in West Virginia. You might run into a Yahoo. And if you do, you better get out of there. Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back. No more, no more, no more, no more. So yeah, get out of there. Don't go back, please. If you do go in there, carry you a camera and a big spotlight and get us some. Get us some pictures. Get us some videos. Show the world that he exists. Because we got a lot of haters out there. A lot of haters. There's a few in my household. Non-believers. They just criticize all the Bigfoot stuff. They haven't been enlightened yet. I'm telling you. Once you understand that Bigfoot are out there, you'll be scared. So yeah. We're done for the first episode of the Bigfoot Chronicles. That was the Ohio Grassman and the West Virginian Yahoo. So, I'll see y'all next week. I'll definitely be once a week podcast, if not more. But, like I said, we should hopefully be up and running on the main podcast with me and Cade, talking about other stuff. So, yeah, it should be fun, hopefully. Well, I know this will be fun at least. And y'all have a good 2021. Go out there, find some Bigfoot, do some hunting, some Bigfoot hunting, do some research, go watch Mountain Monsters. Don't watch Finding Bigfoot. Don't waste your time with that TV show. Time is everything. Don't waste it on a crappy TV show like Finding Bigfoot. Use your time correctly. Don't read books. Go watch Mountain Monsters instead. You'll learn more. No, this is Dusty from the Woods and Water Podcast, signing off on the Bigfoot Chronicles. See y'all later. See y'all next week.